Hello, I'm going to do a quick tutorial video on how to do counting collections with your student. Guys, you can literally use anything for a counting collection. I am going to be using these little foam shapes just because I have those on hand. If this is near snack time at your house, you could use Cheez-Its, you could use raisins, you can use any kind of food item, that will be fine. I have a little boy who has 1 million Hot Wheels cars. Hot Wheels cars would be a fun thing to use. If you have little girls with Shopkins or something like that, you can use anything for your counting collections. All right, the whole idea behind this is just to have our littlest learners practice counting objects and grouping those objects. All right, so for today, I have our counting collection out. The kindergarten standard that the students need to master is counting objects up to 20. All right, now some of your students may be a little more advanced than that, and if they are, that's fine. Counting collections, right now, you can go up as high as your student can, but we do suggest some extra practice with the teens numbers, because what we find is that when students see the number, like say for example 18, we have the 1 and then the 8, our students tend to transpose those numbers and call 18 81, and then vice versa. If they see the number 81, they transpose it to 18 when they say it orally. So I would suggest at least a couple of times practicing with the teens numbers to make sure that your student is calling them correctly the way they see them. Okay, all right, so for our counting collections, today I'm going to use the number 14 just because that's a teen number. So you're going to, in advance, pull 14 items or whatever your number is that you're going to do. And again, it can be anything. I would start with having your students count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Just let them count the objects and place them onto the sheet. This way you can troubleshoot right away if they're having trouble, if they stumble between 7 and 8, like they know 7 but they can't call the number 8. You can go ahead and clear up any misconceptions there while they're counting. All right, so once you have all of these counted, you're just going to allow the students to to group these different ways. Like they could do it in groups of 2. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You could do it that way. You could do it in groups of 5. You can do it in groups of 10. Again, this is just extra practice for the students to count objects. Another thing that we would love to see the students do, and guys, you can have your student do this on the sheet. You can do it on the back of the sheet. You can do it on another sheet of paper. These are what we call tens frames. It's a rectangle with 10 spots. Okay. Now mine is small just for the video's purpose. If you're using a shape this big, you can make them bigger and have them actually put the shapes on there. Or you can allow them to count and then just go through and have them mark on a tens frame counting up to 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, and we use these 10 frames to show them at every opportunity that we can that 14 has 10 and 4 more. All right, so that's the purpose of the tens frames. We also love for our students to practice tally marks because the tens frame shows them that there is a 10 and 4 ones. The tally marks help them to decompose the number further to groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, and then you can also have the conversation that you can count by 5s, 5, 10, and then have 4 more. And that this 10, that's the same amount as the full 10 frame. Okay? Another way that we show numbers with the students is when they draw it. A 10 is a long stick like this, and then 1s are small squares. Sorry guys, I'm doing this upside down. All right, so that's what your 14 would look like when they draw it. And the last thing that I would strongly consider having your student do is however many you put in the counting collection. If your student is only ready to count 5 objects, that's fine. If you're doing 25 objects, that's fine. But another kindergarten standard is for the students to actually write their numbers. So I'm going to do this kind of sideways because I'm doing it upside down so you guys can see. So you would have them 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 14. Okay? And anytime you do a counting collection, you can have your students write out those numbers. This is great practice because many students are still struggling a little bit with their 6 and their 9, especially. They mix those up and write the 9 for the 6 or write the 6 for the 9. A lot of times we see the 3 and the 5 backward. And this is also good practice for those teen numbers, seeing that the 1 is the first digit and then the 4 is the second digit. So that's just a quick overview on how to do a counting collection with your student and the purpose behind a counting collection and why it's important for kids. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. Hope you have a great day, and I hope this was helpful. Bye.